This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Right now at 4, the city of St. Louis has selected a new provider to tackle community violence intervention. It's an organization not new to the work. Thanks for being here at 4. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. That decision coming just months after the city's Cure Violence program was supposed to end. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings is in studio to break this all down for us. Travis.
Brent K., the city's Board of Estimate and Apportionment has approved a contract with Mission St. Louis via a proposal they put out in March. The nonprofit, which is located on Grand Boulevard, was formerly covered under the Cure Violence umbrella itself. Cure Violence is a national program that hires people from the community and trains them as violence interrupters. Mission St. Louis will still provide coverage for the same neighborhoods. That includes Dutchtown, Gravois Park, Mount Pleasant, Hamilton Heights, Wells, Goodfellow, and Walnut Park, both east and west neighborhoods. Mission St. Louis already focuses on empowering individuals both socially and economically. They connect them with education and employment assistance. They say these things go hand in hand with violence outcomes, which makes this a perfect fit.
And that's what we've seen, and that's what we've had to deal with. So even though our focus has primarily been in prevention, one of our main focuses has always been relationships. So to be able to build relationships with individuals that we're serving, but also to provide support in relationship for the individuals that'll be on the ground doing this intervention work.
The contract will officially go into effect on September 1st. Violence interrupters have been working on an independent contract basis since July to fill that gap between the transition period.
Very interesting, Travis. Keep us posted. New information now on a deadly shooting in East St. Louis. A man is dead and 4 people are hurt. Today, the coroner said Jermaine Bonner Jr. is the man who died. The shooting happened around 8:30 last night at 38th Street and Audubon Avenue. Right now, police are investigating what led to the shooting. Anyone with info should contact Crime Stoppers anonymously at 314-725-8477. And 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay will have a full report tonight on 5 on your side at 5 and 6.
Hours ago, charges were filed in this week's deadly shooting in Midtown. James Hudson was charged with murder, attempted robbery, and armed criminal action. A police source tells 5 on your side he attempted to rob Jalen French during a drug deal, then shot and killed him. French's girlfriend got into a fight with Hudson and took his gun and shot him. He is still recovering at a hospital. Right now, a man is still in the hospital after he was shot by a St. Louis police officer. It happened yesterday afternoon near Fairground Park in North St. Louis. Officers saw the suspect involved in a drug deal, followed him to Linton and Penrose. Police say the suspect then pointed a gun at the officers and a drug enforcement officer shot the man. No officers were hurt. Police say they recovered a gun at the scene.
A Wildwood home significantly damaged in an early morning fire. Now, this started around 5:30 this morning in the garage of that home before it spread to Sundance Court home. Smoke detectors alerted the family. They were able to get out in time. The Metro West Fire Department said firefighters had challenges putting it out.
In this part of the county, we don't have a lot of fire hydrants, so water supply is an issue. But what we practice and train for is shuttling water into these areas. So that's why you see extra fire trucks here this morning. It's because we're using them to shuttle water from the closest fire hydrant into this neighborhood that doesn't have fire hydrant.
It's still too early to tell whether that home is a loss.
2 people are recovering after an early morning fire in Pontoon Beach. Fire responders got the call around 2:30 from the Holiday Mobile Park. Right now, we're working to learn the extent of the injuries and how that fire started.
Missouri's Attorney General now taking action on the ongoing concerns about radioactive waste in our area. Andrew Bailey sharing a letter he sent to Representative Kathy Rogers of Washington. She's the chairwoman of the House Committee on Energy and Commerce. In the letter, the Attorney General calls for a congressional hearing on the contamination in North St. Louis County. He also states he has support for Senator Hawley's federal push to compensate victims.
All right, turning to your Weather First forecast, temperatures are going to be the big story as it gets a lot hotter over the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell here now with a first look at the forecast.
Yeah, we're kind of in this break. Temperatures are warm this afternoon, well into the 80s, but it's going to be downright hot as we head towards Sunday and in through at least the middle of next week. We could see triple-digit heat in St. Louis, topping out around 100 degrees along about Tuesday and Wednesday. In the meantime, it's a pretty quiet afternoon. afternoon across the bi-state area. We had some spot showers and thunderstorms earlier, especially from metro area off to the east, and they've since moved away. You have bright skies across the area. Nice breeze at the moment coming in from the west, maybe west-northwest, with a mix of sun and clouds. 87 degrees in St. Louis. That dew point's down to 62. Radar pictures just showing a few of those clouds, not much else. The rain from earlier, that's all off to the east. Northwest winds will take hold this evening, and that's going to drop those temperatures overnight into the 50s to lower 60s. So comfortable into Saturday, but the heat really builds Sunday. Heat index values 105 to 110 to start next week. It's coming back, guys.
All right, summer is not over. Thank you, Scott. Well, it's not just the K through 12 students who are heading back to the classroom. Today is move-in day for St. Louis University students.
That's right. Earlier today, we stopped by the campus in Midtown to find hundreds of students busy getting settled in. We spoke with some of them as they prepare for the first day of college.
I'm very excited. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been working very hard for these past 13 years through school, and so it's really nice knowing it's going to pay off.
If you're headed to Midtown, there is a major road closure. Laclede Avenue between Vandeventer and Grand is closed until tomorrow. The first day of school at SLU is August 23rd.
Over at Webster University, it was move-in day for freshmen. Volunteers were out helping the new students move into their new dorms. Upperclassmen will start moving in tomorrow. The fall semester begins Monday at Webster University. There's an entire back-to-school section on KSDK.com. We'll send you that information if you text the word school to 314-425-5355.
More news still ahead. New developments in the Fulton County election fraud case. The trial date the prosecutor is aiming for, and the co-defendant asking for a major change of venue.
Hundreds of relief workers flood Maui in the aftermath of devastating wildfires. A look at the FEMA response and an upcoming visit from the president.
And they were at the height of their fame when they played in St. Louis. In tonight's Vintage KSDK, we take you back 57 summers to the day the Beatles came into town.